Yo, what's up with you guys? Today we're gonna watch the rise of fake gurus, the dark truth behind making millions from online courses. This video is from James Jenny, so shout out to James Jenny, okay? Because he is a goat, and this video was during a time where like digital marketing was popping up, was crazy. So let's go ahead and see it. Let's go.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get.
So just before we get into this video, I remember seeing this. So like I'm Brazilian, right? So I was in Brazil this time, and he was doing the ads pretty much across the whole world. So he actually reached me. I was in freaking Brazil. I had nothing to do with none of this shit at the time. I think I was 19 years old. I was super young, and I never knew about what digital marketing was, what courses was, like none of it, like making money with internet. I didn't know none of it back then. Like I was so like naive, and I didn't understand shit. So I saw this video and I was like, what the heck is this? Right. And then that was my first introduction to Tai Lopez, which like I remember to this day, the room where I was living. This is so crazy. So crazy.
On September the 3rd, 2015, Tai Lopez released his infamous Here in My...
That was in 2019. I think it was 2019 or 2020, by the way. I guess it was 2019. I'm not sure.
Garage ad. And people kind of memed it. It was a joke.
Dude, go fuck off, man. Stop harassing me, dude.
Here in my garage.
Here in my garage.
Here in my garage. This thing went viral.
Even though it blew up on...
Imagine how many people saw it. Like I said, if he reached me and I was Brazilian, I was in freaking Brazil, how many people has he reached in the US or pretty much across the world? This is crazy.
YouTube, everybody was being filled with all of his advertisements on, here I am in my garage, here's my bookcase, what do I care most about?
Knowledge.
But what people don't realize is Tai Lopez paved the way for an invasion of what you can call internet
gurus,
online gurus.
Exactly. He opened up a way for all these people out there, and he was the father of all of it. Literally, the guy was the father of all the freaking aggressive ass courses that were pretty much sold in the US and even globally, because like not only people were not doing this in the US only, they were copying pretty much everywhere. Like in Brazil, a lot of people in Brazil, they copied what Tai Lopez did and all these other gurus, right, at the time, and all these other people who were selling the things, the courses and everything. So it was a crazy boom of the digital marketing at the time. That was crazy. And I remember to this day, like, it makes me feel insane because it's been 6 years now. 6 or 7 years. I think 6, 7. 6, 7. I'm just kidding.
And if you've ever tried searching for money-related topics, business, entrepreneurship, self-development,
Imangaji.
At this point, they're in so many different niches I can't keep count, but you will probably be flooded with at some point an ad with them talking straight at you into a camera, telling you that sign up to my free training.
Free training that I'm giving you an invitation to.
Which is just an ad, right? It's just a funnel for the real course that they're selling, which is okay, which is because it's just a strategy. I don't take issue with that. I take issue here, and I said it on the previous video, is that what they're selling works or not, like whether what they're selling actually works or doesn't work. Are people, like what you're promising to them, to the buyers, is actually going to be a truth on the long term? Are you being clear on what you're doing or not? And most of these courses, they were not. I don't know about these people in the videos because I didn't buy anything from these people, but that's actually what was happening at the time. It was toxic.
The online training
And join our completely free training where I'm
registered to attend our free live class today.
And register for one of my free trainings that is happening soon.
And there's just so many of them. It's like a copy and paste. What you might...
James Jenny's a genius, straight up. This guy right there. He's a genius.
I not realize is that at first it seems a bit harmless, but some of these people are earning millions. and millions and millions. And then when you really look into it and you realize a lot of these people have a cult-like following.
I did not understand it back then, but now I do a little more. I'm not saying I understand 100%. But for me I think some of these people, they target like a young man, right? Like under 18 or, at their 20s or early 20s or something, where they're very vulnerable. They don't know what to do with their lives. They don't know whether they are going to college or not, or what they're going to do with their lives, and they need money, and, reality kind of set in their lives, and they're very vulnerable and naive. And then they're like an easier target for them, because like they're promising you money, or most of the times fast and easy, and like seemingly super easy to do, and anybody can do it, just copy and paste. And when in reality, there's no magic formula to success, right? But once you're young and naive and you don't have any structure or any financial literature or anything, you're an easy target, and that's what these people did back then. And I was one of these targets, because I was one of the people who actually consumed this kind of content. That's why reacting to a video like that, actually, for me, like, it almost makes me cry, because I remember how much money I've spent buying courses back then, like from these guys, especially during COVID, where like we were on lockdown, and everybody needed money, and my mom at the time, she was going through a lot, and I was trying to do everything I could to make money on the internet, and then I just started spending money and just falling into the scammiest things ever, right? Like I fell into the worst things in the world, and I lost so much money. And I was very young. Like, I mean, imagine somebody who actually has like 2-3 kids, like they're much older than I was back then, because I could afford to fail and like start over, right? But imagine these people who just cannot afford to fail. Imagine people who are actually like in their 40s, 50s, 60s. It's so much harder for them to, recover than if you're 18 or 17, because like you're just starting your life. You know what I'm saying? So, and even that is still hard depending on how much money you lose. So I remember to this day all of the thing, and I consumed a lot of content from Brazil, from the US, from America, and all these gurus. Like, it was such a toxic time for me, but it also taught me a lot of things. It taught me how to be more aware of, of these promises. Because like in here, I know I'm yapping, but in here nowadays, what you have to understand, guys, is that everybody's going to try to convince you. Everybody's going to try to take your money somehow. That's how the world works, They're going to have to try and tell you something, which is okay. But it comes to you being smart enough to do more research before you buying something that you have no idea what you're doing, or, be smart about it. Like, don't go all in into something that you have no idea what's going on, or don't put money that you cannot afford to lose in something that you're not 100% comfortable enough to do it, or confident enough, or you don't have enough experience doing something. And I used to be an idiot back then, and not that I'm not today, but I think I'm a little less of an idiot today. But like, the more I grow, the more I understand that this is never going to change. We got to just do what we can to become smarter, and protect ourselves. But yeah, enough with the yapping.
Is Dan Locke a cult? Yes or no? Is High Ticket Closer a cult? Yes or no?
Yes.
And then you realize
Coffeezilla.
they're not really trying to teach you anything. You see, the main goal is to keep you hooked on their products.
Yes, some of them are doing this thing. Some of these people are doing that.
To reprogram your mind to think that you need the next thing and the next thing that they release and the next thing after that, all while smiling and happily taking out your credit card and swiping it, whilst giving them millions and making you poorer or in more debt. So, do you want to learn how to replicate it all?
You see how he started? In 2 minutes, the guy pretty much opened up with, like a punch in her face. He punched her face with words, pretty much. James Jenny is the master of storytelling. He's the master of storytelling. He is the real guru, but not the bad one, a good one. I don't know why I said that. I was gonna try to say something cool, but James Jenny is not a guru. He's actually smart as fuck. Yeah, I look up to him. But I don't know what I said. I'm not gonna cut it off. Okay, this is gonna be unfiltered. Let's keep watching it. There's no such thing as a good guru. So he's not. No, he's not. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I fucked up.
This is whatever you're going to talk about, and honestly, I don't really care. It can be anything. It can be preferably a fad, something like cryptocurrency,
Let's talk about Bitcoin.
or it's drop
Let's see.
shipping.
Oh my god, drop shipping at the time was popping.
The beauty about drop shipping is that you don't need
Nobody told you that drop shipping is one of the riskiest, that's, I don't know, business models there is out there. You're fully relying most of the times, not all of them, okay, most of the times on paid ads, which is completely unstable, which can help you make sales in 1 month, and the next month you're negative. So it is cool because I've done drop shipping before, but it was such unstable thing. You know, at the same time, it helps you like grow fast. It also goes down like super fast. So it is very hard and complicated. But I've seen people making money with it.
inventory.
Or Amazon FBA.
Quick and easy steps to start selling on Amazon FBA right away.
Or it's consulting.
I started my consulting business from scratch and then grew it to the point right now where I'm making more than $20 million per year with.
Or it's real estate.
Are you looking to invest in property? Or maybe not even invest in property, but escape your job and have more time?
Or it's sales.
But real estate, well, real estate is just real estate. But I think for real estate, you need to have too much money to quit your job just to do real estate, I think. I don't know. And like, it's that also one bad thing too is that a lot of people, they demonize jobs. Like, jobs are the worst thing ever. Sure thing that it might be, some of the jobs are really bad, but not all jobs are the worst thing. And also, working a job doesn't make you a failure, you know. It does not, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people, they try to use all these manipulative methods to try and trick you, to make you a loser just because you're not working a job. And even I fell into that shit at some point. Like, nobody knows your life, and you're not a failure because you're working a job or you're not working a job. You know, at the end of the day, I think we all have our own structure in life. Some people has gotten it easier, some people has gotten it harder, and you're not a failure for working a 9 to 5, as most of these people, as these gurus would target all the time. And there's like so much more things into the picture than to just say it out there, like out of context. You know what I'm saying? You're not a failure if you're alive, if you're trying your best, and for whatever reason you haven't made it out of a 9 to 5 yet, or sometimes you want to work a 9 to 5 because you love what you do or whatever. You got to do you. You know, you cannot let other people influence you in that way. But when you're young and naive, you just can't, what the course itself or the product itself offers is more like how you offer it. And that's the issue that I take with here, because I feel like if you have somewhat of an aggressive market for something that you actually know that works, but you need a little bit more attention, then maybe I could say, okay, this could pass more or less. You know what I'm saying? As long as the product you're selling ultimately actually helps the customer to whom they're buying it, you know, and or at least you're being very open to like the risks of the things, because every single one of these courses that these people are selling at the time, they had some risk somewhere. If, for example, if it's drop shipping, there's the risk of you now like spending money on ads and not making any sales, and then you have now you lost your money. You know, there's so many things. There's all these there's all these pros and cons, in which a lot of them, they would hide the cons just to show up the pros, and that's where they would like mislead people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if these people were more honest about what they were selling, then most of these things out there, they would stop. But that's not the case, because a lot of people, they're just trying to sell that at all costs, even at the expense of your, you know, naiveness or your innocence. And if it means like destroying our life, or, you know, taking all of your money or whatever, they don't fucking care, which is crazy. That's why you gotta wake up, open your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
This is the stage that separates the bottom tier gurus from the guys who are actually making the big money. You see, it's all about marketing in this industry. And if you can't market your course properly, then you're not going to make as much as you should be. You want to start by running some YouTube ads, some Facebook ads, Instagram ads, like wherever the hell you can find people who are young enough and probably in a vulnerable position to where they want to buy into wherever the hell you're selling them.
Exactly, everywhere. The thing was, bro, the things were flooded back then. And still are, to be honest, but back then it was so much more flooded. YouTube ads, Instagram ads, Facebook ads, Taboola ads, Google ads, everywhere in the world. It's fucked up.
Which leads us on to the next point. Sell a dream.
Sell a dream, that's right.
You can make enough money to be financially free.
You could be generating profit in a matter of just hours, if not just a few days.
Earning 6 figures a year.
My students are earning 6 and even 7 figures working from their laptops from home.
That I've got financial freedom.
When I say the word financial freedom, what picture comes to mind? Right, a beach?
This year alone, I've helped 76 people leave their jobs and become financially free.
I was able to go from being completely broke, in debt in university, to making over $86,000 in just my first 60 days.
Are you interested in creating a passive income stream?
That I'm traveling around the world.
I've been able to do some really cool stuff, travel the world.
Instead of going to college,
Iman,
I chose to make money online and travel the world.
And it's all there for you if you just click the link below and sign up to my
Free training.
super easy. You just have to want it bad enough. It's all easy. In 2 months, or not even 2 months, in 2 days, you're gonna be able to, after you buy my course, you're gonna quit your job and you're gonna be financially free. All you gotta do is just sign up to the link down here and just buy my course. And then in 2 days, you're gonna be rich. Okay, man, that's easy. Where do I sign up? I wanna buy it. I wanna buy it too. Let's go.
Register for that training.
Join our completely free training.
And it's all revealed right here in this book.
I'm gonna give you this for free.
The goal with this ad is to hook them in. You want to really dig into their emotions. You want to make them feel like, wait, what? This guy's earning 6 figures and he's thrown up a bunch of testimonials of his students and I can do this as well? Sure, I'll click your link. Got him. You see, here is where you lead your prey into the next stage of your funnel.
Lead your prey. This is so accurate.
This is where they enter your webinar, your free live event, they buy your free book, whatever it is. Make sure you keep it
like at this video, by the way, just a quick observation here of the video. If you see the next videos from James Jenny, I did a lot of research on the videos and I studied it a lot. He was already using very basic motion graphics like really early in his career, and he improved a lot, like so much. We're gonna be doing more reactions from James Jenny, and the guy improved so much. He's straight up genius. Like James Jenny is straight up genius. I'm not even glazing. He just really is smart enough, like super smart. And I look up because like the storytelling of his videos are just top notch. Like mwah, it's like damn near perfect, you know.
Little lengthy. In the case of a webinar, 1 to 3 hours. You see, the longer it is, the more time they get to spend with you and the more trust they build towards you and the higher the chance that you can sell them on higher priced courses. Another thing is make sure they're not distracted. If you want to make sure that their whole attention is focused on you in this webinar, in this moment.
Turn off the social media to tell your family, leave me alone.
Close down Facebook, turn off Netflix, turn off Instagram, hide your phone if you need to for the next 60 minutes. Because this exact training has changed literally thousands of lives, and it can do the same for you.
Now, hold up. You're probably saying, but James.
Like the thing with me is like I said, I don't take issue with nobody selling courses. I've made money from the internet. I've made money with paid traffic. I've been on the internet for over 6 years. And I know a lot of people who got rich off of it. I know people who lost money from it. I know people who made some money from it. I made money from it. Like, it's not that you cannot buy a course. It's not that everything that people are selling is a scam. It's just that, like I said, the way they're hiding the little like things here and there, the real risk. For example, I do a lot of trading and I'm very aware of the risk that I take. And I teach trading as well for people. and I do my best to, disclose the fact that trading is risky. And there's so many things that it's so much easier to lose the money than actually make the money. There's so much studying behind. I study pretty much every day. It's just not simple. And trading is one topic alone, but I'm talking about, it could be anything. It could be any business models. It's not easy to make money with the internet. It's not easy to make money with YouTube. It's not just, copy and paste. There's no magic formula for anything. Everything requires a lot of studying, a lot of experience, a lot of time and effort and energy, sometimes money as well involved. I would say even a little bit of luck. So it's just not that simple how it is. If it was like that, then people wouldn't work a job anymore. Like, the reason why people need to work is because it's just not that simple. It really isn't. Chances are, if people try to make it too easy, too good to be true, then it probably is too good to be true. Or maybe there is some type of, things that you're not seeing, or some things being being hidden in whatever thing that these people are selling.
I don't have any information to tell them. What do I teach these people? Come on, we're not trying to teach them anything in these webinars. The goal of the webinar is to make them ask even more questions, and the goal after that, and the main goal, is to get them to buy your course. Got it? Now you want to tell them your backstory, your sob story. Tell them that you're just like them and you were poor and there wasn't anything special about you.
I never got very good grades at all. In fact, I was below average. And pretty much the only thing I was good at was hanging out with my friends and drinking beers.
Growing up, I was a loner all the way through high school, and I got beat up quite a few times.
Tell them how you hated your job, how you were stuck in the rat race.
The Matrix. Stuck in a matrix.
Literally drive an hour to work each day.
I was working as an accountant, working 80 hours a week, depressed, anxious.
It just felt like a jail cell. I felt my life literally being sucked out of me minute by minute.
What you need to do is you need to sound like you're in the position that they're in at that current point in time. And if you've done your YouTube ads right, then you've probably attracted the most vulnerable of these people.
Then believe me, there was other failures in between, times when I didn't sleep for months on end, up all night stressed.
People who are broke and people who really want to make money or are young and naive enough to feel like the course can get them to that point, those are our ideal targets.
Am I going to be that broke
This is sad.
kid and be like everybody else in my family, or am I going to finally step out? I felt it. I knew there was more. Like, there's more. Sometimes you just don't have the path and the plan.
It's also important to note that you want to rewire their mentality and their mindset. Tell them that money is abundant.
Money never goes away. Here's the thing, it's not scarce. You need to spend more energy on how to generate the money, not save it. It's not going away.
It's not about the money.
This is the thing, I would agree with him. A lot of the times is you gotta spend time generating than saving, unless you're super rich. If you're not rich, then you got to study to make more. But then this is the bait that they use, right? Oh, just buy my course. Which, again, there's nothing wrong with buying courses. It's just how it's made out to be, how realistic it is, which most of the time is just pure bullshit, because it doesn't work like that. The truth is there's no magic formula to make money. There's no easy way out. Something that might work for somebody may not work for somebody else. For example, and it just goes on and on and on. There's so many variables that it's not even, you can even count. It's not even like you cannot even know exactly the amount of infinite variables that is related to someone's path to success, and like just copying and pasting it for the most part is not guaranteed, So you have to do your own research at the end of the day. A lot of the times when I buy a course, I am very aware that I actually can afford to lose that money. I can afford to take time to do that thing, and I'm very aware of what I'm doing, and I do a lot of research before buying anything, And you can still lose money even though you do research, but at least you have to be more prepared, because knowledge is never a bad thing. It's just that you have to go about it in a more safer way, all right? And know always that there's no easy money no matter what.
It's about the freedom. It's about the time with your family.
Tell them that there's so much money out there, guys, so that when it comes to the point where you give them the price of your course, in their heads, the objection of, oh, it's too expensive is already overcome when they're like, but oh, he told me that money is abundant. Doesn't matter if I finance this with £2,000 money I don't have, because money's everywhere, man. Just like he said. But here's the thing. You want to tell them that they have to put in the work, right? You want to tell them that they need to be responsible for what they do.
I'm only looking for people who are dedicated to this, who are going to be focused on this. This is for people who are willing to put in work. This is for real people who are willing to put in real work.
You got to put in the work, baby.
Take action. If you're still with me today, you're an action taker.
Anyone, anywhere, from any country on earth can earn a full-time living on Amazon if they're willing to put in the work. Listen, if anybody ever told you it was easy to get rich, they're selling you something and they're lying to you, right? Because it is not easy to get rich. And that's why most people, when they reach the age of retirement, right, they can't retire. Most people, you know, are gonna find themselves...
Because when they buy your course and it doesn't work for them, you want to make sure that they're not blaming you, that they're telling themselves, you know what, it's my fault that this didn't work. Now, you want to go in for the hard sell.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It is a crazy world. At the end of the day, I think that this money game is as a jungle, you know, it's like everybody's trying to take money from everybody. It's just not like explicit out there, like shown, but that's how the corporate world works. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how capitalism works. It's like everybody trying to take money from everybody else, and it's almost subconscious, you know. And so you got to be smart about everything, because you can be a target. You know, I can be a target, you could be a target, we could all be a target. That's kind of how it works. And if you're in a vulnerable position, then you're an easier target, unfortunately.
Show them testimonials of previous students who have gone on your course. Say, look, here's Johnny and he made 100 grand in his first month of doing it.
So it took him 1 year to get to 6 figures.
$4,000 from 2 clients. Over $1,500 in one single day.
$7,800 in the span of about a week.
Make it sound easy. Easy, easy, easy.
You don't have to have any experience to get started. You don't have to have any tech skills or buy any software. You don't need your own product.
You never have...
You don't need anything. You don't even need... Okay, you don't even need to exist, pretty much, to make money. The fuck?
To meet with an agent. Where you never look at a house. You don't have to negotiate the way that through an agent and all those pieces.
You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to take the risk of failing. You don't need to hire employees or...
No matter your age...
You don't need no risk. You don't need to exist. You don't need nothing. You don't need a computer. You don't need internet. You don't need food. You don't need nothing. All you need is just use telepathy, and then you can make 10 grand a month.
No matter where you live, no matter your circumstances, can create a full-time income.
There's zero money needed. You don't have to wait for a closing. It all happens in about 10 or 14 days.
Just copy and paste them into your listing and your PPC campaigns, and it's easy as that.
And by the way, I'm not I'm not dissing these people because I don't know who they are, right? I'm just trying to make fun of the whole guru community, or the entire community, to be honest. But I don't know these people specifically.
But it's not a get rich.
Because if I knew exactly what these people sold, then yeah, I could have a formed opinion. But it's more or less what happens.
Quick scheme, guys. Make sure you don't say it's a get rich quick scheme. Say everything but it's that.
Listen, if anybody ever told you it was easy to get rich, it's literally as simple as buying products for $1 and selling them on Amazon.com. They're selling you something and they're lying to you, right? Start earning passive income from Amazon, you know, sometimes even 30 days or less, because it is not easy to get rich. And that's why most people, when they reach the age of retirement, right, they can't retire. I'm lazy. I don't want to work hard and I want to make a lot of money. So, I mean, if you're like me and you're lazy and you don't want to work very hard, but you want to make a lot of money, then this opportunity is going to be perfect for you, right?
But hold on. Some of these people still have a bit of a rational part in their brain, which we don't.
It's almost like, okay, hold on. It's almost like these people are already inclined to believe in something. And then what they do is, like, if they say what you want to hear and you're already inclined to hear it anyways, to like or accept that truth anyways, you're more inclined to buy that thing. So you gotta understand it. There's no easy money.
One, some of them are probably thinking, it seems a bit too expensive to buy a £2,500 course. I don't really think I can afford that. So here's what you want to do. You want to create scarcity.
So if you want to get these additional bonuses, you need to join now. And if you're going to think about it, you're going to miss out on this.
These bonuses are only available for a very limited time and are only available for the people who are really ready to invest into their future today, because once these bonuses are gone, guys, they're gone forever.
For people on this webinar today only, I'm going to do it for $1,999.
You can tell them it's okay to finance it with their credit cards or whatever the hell.
The money. If the money is the biggest hurdle, but if you have the desire, if you have the time, if you have the willingness, we have an option for you. You can actually use PayPal credit and you can actually get started for almost little to no money down. It's essentially free today.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy.
But why stop there? You didn't really think we were just going to be selling courses, right? Remember, our goal is to get them hooked on our products. You want to create your ladder. It's not just about the course. The
motion graphics.
Course is the first step. The next step is selling them the mastermind program, which is like £200 a month. The next one after that is selling them to your live event, which is £300 a month. And then sell them on the even bigger course and better course, which is £5,000. You practically have an army with you. These guys have watched you religiously. And
people think, oh, it's only a course. It's only $2,000. First of all, a lot of people don't have $2,000. I'm sorry to say, I mean, that gives me zero pleasure. This is why I do the show.
That's right.
$26,000. Are you listening, everyone at home?
Did he lose 26,000?
Are you listening?
Make them feel special at your live events, you know?
But what did he do? Was like trying the method, or just from buying courses?
Make them feel like a celebrity, like they're actually achieving something. Tell them to all dress up in suits if you have to, and tell them they're all doing well and you're all going to be successful. And remember, trust your guru.
Trust the process, baby.
Yeah, we got upsold into the Unlocks program, but yeah.
Damn, 2,500 for a freaking event? A month? Fuck.
Of course, you don't tell them the truth, right? I mean, after all, we're selling shovels in a gold rush. We don't tell them that the reason we're so damn rich and living the life that they want to live is because we've sold them a dream and sold them our courses that aren't really going to get them there.
He found a consistent source of income of thousands of dollars every month. And all he had to do was sell more access to himself.
But I guess you're sitting back there in your mansion, sipping your champagne and wondering, man,
it's crazy.
I wonder how none of these people have said anything yet. Well, that's the thing. You see, if you remember correctly, we told them that they are responsible for their own actions. So each course that they buy and each failure that they get, they are the ones that feel like they're completely responsible.
A lot of people can be like, dude, well, that's your fault for quitting your job. But hey, I'm one of hundreds, if not thousands of people in that program who did the same thing. Everyone I knew quit their jobs. I guess part of me was ashamed, just like everybody else.
So hold on. Let's try to understand here something. It's like a coin with two sides, right? It's like both sides. You have to understand both sides of the coin. On the first side of the coin is people are responsible for what they do. Even if they end up losing money, I already lost so much money from buying courses. And there is this one side of the coin. And on the other side of the coin, you can also be heavily influenced to whatever circumstance or context you're going through. Maybe you're in a very vulnerable position. Maybe you've been lied to, you've been misled or whatever. So this is why it's kind of hard to judge somebody in this position. But ultimately, you have to try your best to do not do something that is going to be risky, or buy something that if you cannot afford to lose that money. That's the first thing, and it is such a hard debate. It's not that simple to talk about these things. I think this is very, very, very complicated, and it depends from context to context and from person to person. But it is a crazy world, man, we live in.
A lot of people are ashamed. That's why a lot of people don't come forward. Oh yeah. There are people watching right now who aren't going to come forward. It's an orchestrated thing. He uses your psychology against you.
I mean, some of these guys are so desperate in their situations that they have to believe it's going to work for them. Otherwise, the alternative is far worse.
One of these guys I knew that was struggling, he handed his credit card over to Dan Locke's lackeys, and he said, I'm praying that this goes through. And it didn't. It got declined. And he just melted on the floor. He was crying. And then another guy was like, I got declined too. He's like, man, if I could sell my soul right now, I would. I'm like, you're joking. He's like, I would.
Sure, some of these people are in debt and they've fallen out with their friends because after all, you told them to kick out the negative people, and their family thinks they're part of some cult. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. You got your millions, right? You can sit back, enjoy it, and watch your webinar and your courses all sell themselves.
Bro, this is crazy. This is a crazy video. Damn.
The thing is, I don't really have anything against online courses. I think online courses are amazing. In fact, they taught me to edit the video that you're watching right now. They taught me a lot about marketing. They taught me about personal finance. But the kind of courses that I'm talking about, they're not thousands of pounds. Most of them I got on Udemy, and they're like,
I mean, it could be thousands of pounds if there's value that is worth thousands of pounds. You can buy something for $2,000 that is worth $2,000 if it actually provides value. You know, if as long as it's not a scammy thing, it doesn't matter the price. What matters is the value, or the perceived value at least.
like 10 quid here and there. About
Forex, the easiest system to make unlimited profit.
probably
Okay.
in total I spent £200 on online courses. They're not trying to sell me a dream. They're not trying to tell me I'm essentially going to get rich quick. And that's kind of the problem with, I think, a lot of these internet gurus. Aside from all of the moral standpoints, it's more about the fact that they're really cheapening what an online course is and how good online education.
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing here is that these people, say for example, you're a guru and you're selling some fake shit, for example. If somebody like me or anybody like James, Jenny, or whatever, they decide to sell something, they are gonna come off. They're gonna be perceived by a lot of people as scammers. Or if I sell something, if I sell an online product or some shit, or if he sells, or somebody that has a good heart, or somebody that's actually a good person who's gonna sell something valuable, they're gonna come off as being judged as a freaking scammer. Because, you know, these people made the image dirty for, you know, the internet people, internet entrepreneurs, you know, because ultimately there's nothing wrong with selling anything. You need to sell on the internet if you want to make money. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to sell something. But unfortunately, the image is like dirty now. It's like the whole thing is dirty because they're gonna put everybody in the same box, saying that everybody who's trying to sell you something is a scammer, when the reality is much more different than that. But it's hard for people to understand it, you know. Like I was already called some names because people didn't know what I did, and that kind of made me feel some type of way. But at the same time, I do understand that people it's easy to judge a book by its cover than to just read the whole book. You know, people don't take time and effort to try and understand something. It's just so much easier to judge. So unfortunately, that's how the internet game works. We just gotta get used to it, I guess, and just keep getting better and keep doing our jobs in a better way.
Can be. So the next time you kind of come across these gurus or someone that sells you a course for thousands, really question whether the value that they give you in that course is worth that money, because the chances are you can find any of this information in a book or just doing your own YouTube searching, which is probably where they got the information from.
Exactly. Like the courses is like what I think about what these courses are. Most of them is like organized information. Sometimes you buy you pay $100 or however much amount in a course because you're paying for the organized information. You're not paying just for the information, because you can find technically pretty much anything online these days. You don't need to buy a course for anything. Whatever the heck you want to learn these days, doesn't matter what it is, you can just start. You can just find on YouTube for free or on Google for free, but it's all over the place, and it could take you weeks and even months to get everything together. So when you buy a course, it's more like you buy an organized information, like I said, and which the value isn't there. Is there like it helps you buy more time, so you don't get lost in all this information.
From anyway, what's important to always,
but like I said, as long as it has to be real and not scammy,
look out for is what they're telling me the method in which they got rich themselves. And with most of these people selling the online course, it just probably isn't. Once you've spotted the signs that you're listening to, or you've bought into the product of an online fake guru,
exactly,
just run. It's really not worth it. And I mean it when I say that most of them are just trying to get you addicted to their products, because after all, you are just a number in their funnel to them, and ultimately you're just a number in their bank account to them. You're going to see more and more of these online gurus. I think personally a lot of them aren't going to last. I think eventually some of them are going to get extremely unethical, or they're going to be caught out in some sense, or there's going to be some kind of regulation. But for
I don't think so. I don't think this is ever going to change.
Your own sake, just don't get into them in the first place. So
amazing video, W video. This was a long reaction, guys. So what do you think about the video? Did you guys ever buy a course from somebody? I personally I buy courses all the time. So I actually really like buying courses. I buy editing courses because I edit a lot, because I have this channel here, but I have other things outside of here. So I edit a lot. I learned editing from those courses I took. I learned how to trade from courses I took all over the world. I learned how to build businesses, like business models, buying courses, like all these years that I'm on the internet, because I've been on this internet game for a little over 6 years. So I've done a little bit of everything. I've done drop shipping, I've done paid ads, I've done YouTube, I've done trading, I did options, practically everything. I've done e-commerce as well. So I've seen a lot. I've seen definitely not everything, but I've seen a lot of things that worked out. Some things didn't work out for me as well. But ultimately, I learned a lot from understanding how the internet works and how you can make money from it, etc. And what's riskier and what's not riskier. But ultimately, courses are always a good tool. I think education is never bad, as long as it has a real value in it, and it's worth the price you're paying. So what do you think, guys? Did you buy courses? Do you don't buy courses? Are you against it? Are you not against it? But yeah, that was the video. Thank you so much for watching it. This was a long reaction, but again, the idea with this channel is to make something more in depth rather than just like watching the video, because I actually want this channel to be more active, but yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. W James Janney, by the way.